Welcome back to My Southern Home. I'm here with Sherry Stinson with Habitat for Humanity. And Sherry, what an amazing experience to talk to Habitat homeowners.
They are absolutely some of my favorite people in the world. I mean, and they just are such a great example of what happens when a community comes together and work for one another and work with one another. And these homeowners are just so grateful, as Habitat is so grateful to have so much support, and we're just very proud of them.
And these particular single family homes that we profiled on the show were really special because they were a part of the Carter Work Project.
Yes, so in 2019 we hosted the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project, and we had 1,500 volunteers from around the world who came in to work on 21 homes with President and Mrs. Carter and with Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood, and we had a blast that week, but we got a lot done. And so these homeowners and Tara, whom you spoke with earlier, was just, this was President Carter's home that he worked on while he was here, and he had just turned 95. And I got a call when the whole week was starting, and they just called and said President Carter had fallen and bumped his head, and I think he had, 21 stitches. And he got up and he said, I have a mission to come to Nashville and build homes, and that's what I'm going to do. And he was here every day of the week working.
And not only did he build home, but he helped build this home that we're standing in. I mean, how amazing for the homeowner that a president touched their home.
Yes, and President and Mrs. Carter built the corbel that is on Tara's home, and they, Trish and Garth, I think, had something to do with her rafters, and there's probably 2x4s that they wrote on and blessed this house, and so Tara has a very special home, but Tara is a very special person.
She is, and I loved how she beamed about her house and hearing about how it changed her life, and to get it right before COVID.
Oh my goodness, if there was ever a time to have a home, it was in 2019, so we're really grateful that we were able to host that event. But COVID has made everybody understand and realize how important home is. And it's so vitally important, especially here in Nashville, because there's so many people who cannot afford a home. So the Habitat program is just one of many ways that, that we work with people who really are working hard to stabilize their lives, like Tara, through home ownership. So.
Well, one of the main reasons why I love having you guys on the show so much is because, just like Tara said, it's changed her life. Mm-hmm. For generations, it's going to change her life. Mm-hmm. to have the confidence to know that you can own your own home, and she has the confidence to know that she can build it herself and she can fix it herself because she helped build it. And I was joking with her that I don't even have that confidence. And I have a TV show. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't really build anything. So, I mean, just, it's just so amazing what you guys do for families. Like, I just can't talk enough about you guys and how special it is that you're part of the show this year.
Well, thank you, and thank you for making room for us, because it's a very sustainable and stabilizing program. So the education component, so the future homeowners come into the classroom and they learn how to budget for a mortgage, and they learn how to manage their finances so they can make a mortgage payment. And then they get out on the build site with the sponsors and volunteers, and they build their homes. So they know how. I mean, they've installed their toilets, they've put in their sinks, they've helped install their cabinets. They're very confident homeowners, and they're very responsible homeowners because they understand their house, it's like Tara said, from the inside out.
I mean, she knows where to hang a picture because she knows where the studs are. I mean, I had to rebuild my house this year, so I kind of know where the studs are. That's the only reason. Right. Most people never know their house that well.
Right. And I think the confidence is really a hallmark of the program. So many of the homeowners come out and say, we're so happy it was hard, but we're so happy we did it. And it's a time commitment. It's a 12 to 18 month program. So you have to make time for classes after you're through working. You have to make time on the weekends to build your home with your sponsors. So it's a commitment, but these homeowners are such a special group of people because they're so willing to do whatever they can to make their lives more stable and to make their families' lives more stable. And Habitat's program really is one way to do that.
Well, and I think it's so important for the public to know that you don't just hand over keys. They work for this house, they have a mortgage on this house, they pay for this house just like we pay for ours.
They do. They make a mortgage payment every month. They have to come up with some of their closing cost. So they buy a house just like everybody else, you know. So I feel like it's important for people to know that every time you donate to the Restore, you know, you're helping create the stability like Tara's. Every time you shop at the Restore, you're creating, you know, goodwill. Every time you volunteer for Habitat or contribute to the program, you're creating the opportunity for people to better their lives and to stabilize a community and to provide a way for people to work and live in the same community. So it's so important for the infrastructure of a team, of a town, of a community, of just the family life to be able to have this kind of stability.
Well, and Sherry, when you talk about the Restore, you know, that is a wealth of materials for someone that's building their home, that's someone that's remodeling their home, to know that you can go there and everything you purchase is giving back to someone like Tara. I mean, if you watch this segment, which, I mean, I hope you get something out of this segment because that's why we're doing it, to be able to give back and to help and to pay it forward, I mean, and to get something for your own personal home, right?
Yeah, and I think there's very few programs that have the kind of impact Habitat does. So we've talked about the homeowner side, but when you donate to the Restore, you're keeping materials out of city landfills, so you're helping the environment. And these Habitat homes are so well built. We're 100% Energy Star certified. And so it's a very sustainable program. So you're impacting lives, you're building community, and you're also helping the environment. It's just a win-win any way you look at it.
It very much is. Well, thank you so much, Sherry. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
We'll be back with more of My Southern Home in just a moment.